Okay, welcome back, guys. I want to shout out to all my supporters, my producer friends. And we're back to we're here on part two of mixing Afro beat, Afro pop reggaeton. And we picked up last session about choosing what sound we want to stand out and so forth. So today we're going to deal with the vocals, right? So let's jump straight into it. So here's what I have here.
Intenté descifrar el porqué ya no estás.
Now, sometimes you want to keep the breath noise so it adds a emotion. In this case, her breath noise is actually adding to the track, right? So let's see how that sounds with the mix here.
Ya no estás. Intenté descifrar el porqué ya no estás. Duele más entender.
Okay, so I'm gonna do a move here. I'm gonna do a little parallel compression here, right? So I have an auxiliary track here already open, and the output of that track is coming off my vocal auxiliary track. So I'm gonna insert SSL compressor here. I'm set it to fast release and ratio to about 2, and I'm gonna send her vocals to that compressor here. So let's go ahead and do that.
Intenté descifrar el porqué ya no estás. Duele más entender que te vas sin volver. Ven, quédate que quiero intentarlo y no.
Okay, pretty much we have the vocals. That was a little bit too loud on the mix, so let's back off a little bit, right?
El corazón va latiendo por ti más fuerte, no. Ven, quédate que quiero intentarlo y no. Baby, no.
So we're gonna be creating some space. So let's add a compressor here. And we're going to use 1176. It doesn't matter which compressor. The difference is the analog ones give a little excitement feel. I love the 1176. It always finds a way on the lead vocals for me. Let's see if I can use another one. Let's try the LA3A and see what we get out of that, right?
Intenté descifrar el porqué ya no estás. Duele más entender que te vas sin volver. Ven, quédate que quiero intentarlo y no. El corazón va latiendo por ti.
Alright, CLA3 is working fine, but let's try 1176 so I can control the attack as well, right? So let's go ahead and do that.
Quédate que quiero intentarlo, baby, no.
Notice I don't have any threshold on this compressor, so I'm going to use the input. It has automatic threshold. And I'm going to use the release and the attack to adjust the signal here.
Baby, no. Intenté descifrar el porqué ya no estás. Duele más entender que te vas sin volver. Ven, quédate que quiero intentarlo y no.
So just to be on the safe side here, I'm going to use the effects. I'm going to send her vocals through the effects here.
El corazón va latiendo por ti más fuerte, no. Quédate.
And we're gonna be using the one, the part that you guys like. Remember we talked about the reverb here. Let's send her vocals to reverb and see what we got, right? So I'm gonna turn on the reverb.
Que quiero intentarlo, baby, nah, baby, nah,
I'm gonna increase the time here.
Intenté descifrar el porqué ya no estás.
Play density.
Duele más entender que te vas sin volver.
You notice when I adjust the density, it controls how long it takes for reverb to fade away, basically. So I'm bringing it down so it times up with when she switches to the other words in the chorus, right?
Intenté descifrar el porqué ya no estás. Duele más entender que te vas.
Let's bring in the synthesizer and the bass and the hi-hats and the kick, and adjust the reverb here, right?
Intenté descifrar el porqué ya no estás. Duele más entender que te vas sin volver. Ven, quédate que quiero intentarlo, baby, nah, el corazón va latiendo por ti más fuerte, nah, ven, quédate que quiero intentarlo, baby, nah, baby,
Okay, we're getting good. Let's go ahead and use the EQ here. I'm gonna use SSL EQ, and EQ is EQ, guys. Analog gives it a little bit more taste sometimes, where you want to use the clean EQ. So I'm gonna use a little bit of analog here. So I'm gonna do a little roll off here.
Intenté descifrar.
Let's solo the vocal, just for the sake of the tutorial here, right?
Intenté descifrar el
Turn on the filter.
ya no estás. Duele más entender que te vas.
So I'm getting away with a lot of low end cut off here. So I'm gonna start about 8K, maybe 10 is a sweet spot. If I need a little more excitement, I'm gonna try a little bit 4K. Let's try the high shelf filter here, which is a 1.5K to 16 kilohertz, and we have the high mid filter here, which is about 600 kilohertz to 7K, and the low mid filter, which is 200 to 2.5K, and we have the low filter, which is 30 kilohertz up to 450. So let's go ahead and make some adjustments.
Intenté
Try the 8.
descifrar el porqué ya no estás.
Let's try the 10.
Duele más entender que te vas sin volver. Ven, quédate que quiero intentarlo, baby, nah,
We'll take a little bit of
corazón va latiendo por
20.
ti más fuerte, nah,
Let's play the 4
Intenté descifrar
after.
el porqué ya no estás.
It adds a little bit more vibe to it, right? So let's bring in the rest of the track here with the EQ here.
Intenté descifrar el porqué ya no estás. Duele más entender que te vas sin volver. Ven, quédate que quiero intentarlo, baby, nah, el corazón va latiendo por ti más fuerte, nah.
And I'm gonna use a delay here. Let's use the H delay. I'm gonna set it to a host, which the BPM automatically syncs up I believe it's okay. It's 100 BPM. So I'm gonna type in 100 here. Set it to ping pong, and I'm not sure why it's adapting to um why it's adapting to 100 to 120, but let's try the delay for the sake of the tutorial. I'm gonna work in solo.
Intenté descifrar el porqué ya no estás. Duele.
My bad, guys. I didn't have the plugin on. That's why it wasn't jumping. So automatically it jumps to 100 BPM, which I have right here. So let's go ahead and play the delay here.
Intenté descifrar el porqué ya no estás.
Let's turn on the send.
Duele más entender que te vas.
Do you hear that sweet echo in the distance? Let's play it again.
Intenté descifrar.
Look how beautiful that sounds. We could try a little bit of lo-fi on the signal here.
Intenté descifrar el porqué.
And if you want to hear what actually the delay is doing, I can go over here and solo that.
Ya no estás. Duele más entender que te vas sin volver. Me quedaste que quiere intentarlo, baby.
And I can hear what the delay is doing, right? I'm soloing the effects. And you can also mess around with compressing the delay.
Intenté descifrar el porqué ya no estás. Duele más.
Okay, so let's get back now to the music here.
Entender que te vas sin volver. Me quedaste que quiero intentarlo, baby. El corazón va latiendo por ti más fuerte. Me quedaste que quiero intentarlo, baby.
I'm hearing some chest. We're going to see if we can take that out, right? So I don't cover up the vocals, because this is a very smooth singer.
Intenté descifrar el porqué ya no estás.
Right here.
Duele más
300.
entender
Let's back off a little bit.
que te vas sin volver. Me quedaste que quiero intentarlo,
Before,
baby.
after.
El corazón va latiendo por ti más fuerte. Me quedaste que quiero intentarlo, baby. Baby,
Right now, the chop kind of sounds boring, so I'm going to add some reverb to that and see how it sounds. I think it will sound good if we have some delay, create some movements, make it musical, right? Let's check it out. All right, that song was better, right? So every time it goes down, the ping pong delay goes to the left and right and brings the signal back like a constant vibe. If I turn it off, check this out. It's like it's going nowhere, but if I put the delay on, it creates like a vibe, right? So let's play it back in the track again with the before and after. This song support is a nice center focus. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna raise the volume a little bit, so it kind of takes a little space, almost like the lead vocal here. Let's play a track here.
Que te vas sin volver. Me quédate que quiero intentarlo, baby. El corazón va latiendo por ti, es fuerte, Me quédate que quiero intentarlo, baby. Baby,
Let's play this loop here. I need the brightness up a little bit. Let's bring back the track.
por ti es fuerte,
All right, so we're making good progress here, guys.
Intenté descifrar el porqué.
I want
Ya
L2
no
here.
estás. Duele más entender que te vas sin volver. Me quédate que quiero intentarlo, baby. El corazón va latiendo por ti, es fuerte, Me quédate que quiero intentarlo, baby. Baby,
So we're gonna stop there, guys. We have gotten the vocal mix at a good balance level. We're crushing about let's see how much dB we're doing here.
quiero intentarlo, baby.
About 2 to 3 dB the most, and we're just using a simple EQ from SSL here, boosting a little bit of 10K, I'm boosting a little bit of 7K, and knocking out a little bit of 300, about a dB and a half, just to take out a little bit of the chest, and I'm taking out a little bit of 135 so we can make room for the vocals, and we're high passing about 137. So comment, inbox me if you want me to send you the stems, and we're going to continue version 3 on the next session, which we're going to deal with the mastering and finished product of the track ready for the world. So support my Facebook, guys, Pristine Productions, and I'm going to catch you on the